This is John. He can draw. Oh, and that's Mario and Duck Hunt. Ooh. Alright, still hopeless when it comes to drawing, but he definitely can animate. Today we continue our series dedicated to the letter C.
Is the arcade experience. We're ColecoVision.
Oh, I love ColecoVision, but I'm talking about C for combos, baby. It's time to let John show us how it's done. Let's do it. Select your character. Jago selected. Select your mode. 3ds Max. Join Watch Me Animate on Patreon or visit Gumroad.com to get your Jago rig plus the 5-hour full process video for this episode. Let's begin. Welcome to the show, everyone. My name is Jonathan Abbenheim, and this is the breakdown for the Ryu Standing Roundhouse. There are 5 key poses to this animation, which includes 1 duplicate. So here we go. Number 1, the idle stance. Number 2, the forward step. Number 3, the kick. Number 4, the follow through. And number 5, back to idle stance. Now, I wanted to modify the end of the kick to be less circular when returning to his idle, so I found another reference to help me readjust my key poses. Here it is. Number 1, idle stance. Number 2, the forward step. Number 3, the kick. Number 4, recoil. And number 5, back to idle. Quick pass on the timing, which means selecting all my keys and spacing them out to establish a basic timing that I can build this animation off of. Now, do keep in mind that depending on the complexity of your shot, the amount of time it takes you to lock in your timing will certainly vary. Before jumping onto the comm, I want to clean up his left leg and convert it from FK to IK when his leg is in the air. Now, to do this, I'll use the FK to IK switcher, which makes it super easy to go from FK to IK or vice versa. Now, onto the comm, I'll overshoot the translation curves only, Z and X axis to be more specific. This adds subtle yet believable weight to his movement. Time to redo the arms using my new reference. I'll key in some new poses that fit well with the new kicking style. Now, the original timing of the arms hasn't changed, which means that I just have to redo the poses on top of the existing frames. Now, anytime you can cut corners and save time, it is a win-win, especially on a production. Moving on to the spine, as he throws the kick to make contact with the target, we want to create a feeling of energy through the body, and to do this, I like to play with the X rotation on the spine. Now, I'll overshoot the F curves to create a subtle vibration that is visible yet not overpowering. Now, the key word here is believability. It is very easy to overdo it and create something that doesn't feel believable, so be mindful when adding these subtle details to your animation. Time to revisit the legs. This time around, I'm going to add some recoil to the kick using the Y-axis to create this effect. Now, I'll make some adjustments to the supporting leg knee swivel controller as well as the foot as he pivots into the kick, and I'll also adjust the other knee swivel as he returns to his idle stance. Into polish pass we go, starting off with the shoulders. I'm adding some weight as he jumps into position for the kick. Now, once I'm happy with the shoulders, I'll move down the chain onto the arms. Now, of course, the hips are the main driving force behind a powerful kick, but the arms can also be used to help generate even more power, even if they act like a counterweight to stabilize your hip transition into the kick. Now, pay attention to the arms going up in the air just before the kick is released. That short arm anticipation is generating more power to the kick. Onto the head as I tighten up the overall performance, adding in drag and overlap where necessary. Now, it's important to feel the energy of the kick throughout the body. These are the types of detail that will make the kick even more believable. For the right hand, we'll go with a closed fist to open on the kick, and for the left hand, slightly open for anticipation to then a closed fist as he kicks. Time to bring the belt to life, and if you've been following me long enough on this channel, you probably know that I always block out the first controllers in the chain, and in this case, I'll block out both the belt and the bandana in one pass. Now, for no real logical reason, I decided to animate the rest of the bandana as well because, well, I don't know, I just did. Seriously though, I have no real explanation for it. We'll just, we'll blame it on the cat, even though I don't have one, right? I don't have a cat, but we'll blame it on the cat anyway. Finishing off the belt, I'm animating straight ahead using the timing of the first controllers to help guide me in the right direction. I'll head back up to the bandana to make some adjustments to get that cloth-like blowing in the wind feeling. I don't even know if we can say that, but I guess it's a word now. I just did. Here we go with the final pass. I'm adding in some more rotation to the hip as he pivots for the kick, and I'm gonna also add in some more subtle hip rotation as he drops back to his idle stance. These are the final details to make this animation pop. Now it is time for a WMA recap. 7 poses in total with 1 duplicate, that being the idle stance, of course, for this straight landing roundhouse kick. Originally started with the SF5 version of the kick, but I opted to switch it up a bit to have a little fun. As always, I build my animation 1 layer at a time, starting with the calm, working outwards. Now, each iteration introducing more detail to the animation until I'm fully satisfied with the look and feel of it. This is the final version, a little side-by-side action for comparison, and there you have it. This is how I animate a modified Ryu Standing Roundhouse kick from one of my favorite games of all time, Street Fighter.
Continue. 10, 9, 8. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and drop a comment below to let us know what you think. Watch Me Animate honors the following patrons for their support. Game over.